I want to make a short film about skeletons playing poker.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
So basically, there are 4 skeletons gathered around a table, right? They're trying to read each other's expressions, and one of them kind of complains because, hey, there's no expressions to read, we're all just skulls. And then finally, they realize he's only complaining because he's got a bad hand. Now, as for who our 4 skeletons are, the first is Gerald, although everyone's just going to call him Jerry. He's the one that starts the argument, and he's just looking to get out of his bad hand. Now, Sean, he's the one that actually takes the bait and really argues the most with Jerry. The third skeleton, the dealer for tonight, is a skeleton by the name of Bruce. And lastly, we have Steven. Now, Steven, he'd call himself an opportunist, but really, he's using the argument as a means to cheat. And with that figured out, I think it's about time to get some sketches done. So here are the sketches of all 4 skeletons, along with some accessories just to give an idea of sort of their character and to help make sure that the audience can easily differentiate between them. And then I made another sketch of Jerry. I don't know why I did this, but now, regardless, it is time to work on the ever-important script. And of course, you want to make a few changes, so you make a second draft. Now, there are just a few lines of dialogue that I wasn't fully in tune with, so I made another draft. But now that all that's done, all that's really left is the... Yeah, writing is my favorite part of the entire process. How'd you know? Alright, now that all that writing is done and the shot list is done, let's break out the whiteboard and I'll go over the story in a little bit more detail than I did at the beginning. So basically, the blinds have been set, everyone's looking around trying to read each other's poker faces, when Jerry exclaims, "This sucks." Jerry then elaborates, "Half the fun is in trying to read the expression, but look at us, a bunch of blank faces. This is because skulls can't emote, being composed of relatively inflexible bone." So Sean points out, "Read the body language." Jerry retorts by belittling his point and insulting Sean's bad posture. Meanwhile, Steven's trying to catch a glimpse at Sean's cards. Sean is fed up with the insults and slings his own. Jerry gives Sean the bird. And Sean is just utterly deflated at this point, convincing Steven to fold and doing the same himself. But meanwhile, Bruce chuckles, and he says he made a big fuss because he wants everyone to fold. I'm gonna guess his hand sucks. To which he sheepishly replies, "No," giving him away and cutting to black as we receive our punchline. Now, unfortunately, I can't have 4 skeletons playing poker in the void. There does need to be an actual room, like an environment. So I put together a rough drawing of what I imagine the room to look like. The green is a bit overly vibrant in this image, but that red and green color palette is really what I'm imagining being core here. It, to me, evokes the idea of a gambling parlor or a smoking lounge, and that's exactly what I'm going for. And now I feel like we're at a good place. The foundations have been laid, and there's enough for me to really start working with. So, it's time to hop on into Blender and start making stuff. But that's all you're getting for now. Join me in the next episode whenever I decide to make it. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might even be a month. It may never even happen, who knows? I'm very non-committal about this sort of thing. Goodbye!